Welcome to the latest edition of Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts, where almost no subject is off limits. Now, here are your hosts, Boomer Diane Faith and Millennial at heart, Stanley Roberts.
That's the number I like.
20.
But they changed our setup for me. I'm only on half the screen. I don't know what it looks like. And
Yeah, it looks like that on YouTube.
that's all new.
On the screen.
All right. Well, hello everybody, North Maryland,
What's
bad
up,
drivers.
guys? Happy New Year.
Well, happy 2023.
Yes.
For some people, it may not be a new year.
That's true. Oh, look, on Twitch, I could see everybody else's comments.
Nice. So, yeah, it is small now. We have no control over that. That was a redesign. I guess that was their new setup for 2023. I don't know if I like it, but okay, it is what it is. So, hi, Amanda. So here's the deal. Before we got off last time, which was 21 days ago.
Oh, I see the
What?
upside to this. Everyone can now see everyone else's comments. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one is here. Everyone's here. So wait. Oh, hold on, Lord Frieda, before you say guess what, and you probably moved back to the Bay or something. So last time before we logged off, we were attacked by some racist dude spitting racial diatribes onto our post. If you see it, say something. If I miss it, want to get rid of it. So here we are. We're back.
We're back in 2023.
And we're cooking dinner, and we can smell it cooking.
We're having roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon bits. And
guess what? She made the roasted Brussels sprouts.
Are you implying I don't cook?
No, I'm implying that you made them. So that I'm giving you credit where credit's due.
Thank you. And he is making
rack of lamb with mint jelly.
And we're also doing baking yams, right?
And baked yams.
Yes.
That we're baking. And we're letting the juices from the rack of lamb drip down the baked sweet potatoes to give it a little extra flavor.
Is it sweet potatoes or yams?
Whatever it is, those things.
Okay, those starchy carbs.
Okay.
Got it.
Lord Frieza, go ahead. Tell us what your guess what is. Sorry that we minimized you, but we were right in the middle of something.
You didn't minimize him. He said nobody was here.
No, he said, hey, Stanley, guess what?
Oh, got it.
And then I said, really? How old are you? Chicken butt?
I'm not old.
Me and Stanley are now in the same boat. Oh my goodness!
I encountered a mini stroke on Wednesday.
Spent 3 days in the hospital.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Wow.
Well, how are you feeling?
No, he's not okay. That's why he's speaking to us. Well, I'm sorry about that. That you suffered a mini stroke. I'm glad you're okay though.
Very, very sorry to hear that.
It's a traumatizing experience. I had a full-blown one, but not a mini one. But I get it. I know what it means. And so, are you suffering any side effects from it, other than the fact that that now you're in the same category as other stroke survivors? And did they tell you why you had the stroke? I guess that's the important part.
Yeah, that's that. I hope they were able to talk to you about that.
I regained all my controls, but also found out that my blood pressure was through the roof, through the
rough.
rough. Okay, but I know you meant through the roof. I understand. Mine was called a cryptogenic stroke. There was no blood pressure issues. There was no cholesterol. It was basically probably due to just a lot of stress, according to the doctors. They couldn't find any reason why. So you need to probably cut back on your table salts and your food with extra hidden salts.
Yeah. Well, it really kind of just depends.
But we'll talk about that more.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you've been dealing with something now lately, and you've just finished studying, and now you are a certified.
Oh yeah. Well, we made that announcement
I know that
in November, but for those that don't know, I am a certified nutrition therapy practitioner. So I am going to start, and I know I did say this like a month ago. I've been working on developing my program and making sure that the business part of it is also intact. So yeah, I'll be starting to take one-on-one clients soon. And I'm also using my social media, nourishmyheart_. So if you're on Instagram or if you're on Twitter, it's nourishmyheart_. And basically I just try to share some educational tips on how to take better care of yourself. I'm slowly rolling it out though. I don't have like a groove yet as to how often I'm posting, but just stay tuned for more stuff on there. I'm just also doing it on my personal Facebook page, so that's kind of a work in progress. I do realize that work versus what I've done in the past, which obviously for all new. I am here to help people make better decisions as far as eating, changing your lifestyle. It's really whatever your concerns and your goals are. But feel free to reach out to me on my social media, and we can go from there. And I'm sad, Lord Frieza, that this has happened to you, but I'm actually really happy though that at least they found the root cause, which is blood pressure. So that can be managed, obviously, with the help of your doctor.
So it's the blood clot that broke loose.
Oh.
So that, blood pressure can break parts, but also blood pressure can damage your kidneys, damage your heart, all that stuff. So
everything's pretty much connected. So
let's go to Gabriel for a second, who said that he had his CO2, his CO
detector
went off in Cleveland, and it's carbon dioxide. Hello, Tina Ree Riley, and we all know that means there's carbon monoxide in the house. So it sounds like they came in. The gas company said it was actually the furnace, so now they can't use the furnace. So and here's the problem with a lot of if you have one of those old-fashioned wall heaters, that they tend to have a carbon monoxide. That's why.
Are those the gas ones though?
The gas ones that the side of the wall.
I grew up with one of those.
If you don't clean off all the carbon and stuff off them, or they're not maintained, they sometimes can develop carbon monoxide.
So I think I had one in my room growing up, but we pulled it apart and painted and built not built a wall, but I guess closed it off. So that would no longer be a harmful, right? No.
So a whole family, I think somewhere in, I forgot what state, a long time ago, died because there were multiple carbon monoxide poisonings from people's furnaces, to the point where the government issued that everyone has to have carbon monoxide detectors, just like we have smoke detectors. So that became a standard in a lot of places. I know in California, it's a standard requirement that you have to have one. Other states may not require it.
Did they require it? I don't remember. They didn't require it when we lived in Arizona, right? Because I think we were surprised.
We had one. No, we did have one,
but they didn't require it though.
I don't know if they require it. Some states require it, some don't. I don't know if it's a federal mandate or a local mandate. But okay, Tina. She got congratulations on the marriage. I don't know how long ago that was, but congratulations. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, classmate. Did we go to school together? Now
I don't know.
I'm starting to wonder now.
Hey, classmate, that's awesome.
I know.
If so, I missed this one, but Lord Frieza says blood pressure and stress. Okay,
stress will do it.
Stress will raise your blood pressure. Yeah, too. So stress is really like the root of a. Unfortunately,
I will tell you this though. Once I got out of the news business, every day turning a story, my blood pressure dropped considerably.
Yeah.
So a lot of time your work environment can cause your blood pressure to go up. And it's not, it's funny that you work all your years for a job only to find out that at the end of the year they give, when you're all said and done, they give you a watch.
And that's not even at the end of the year. That's
you know what I mean? At the end of
years
well, I remember my 5th year at Cron, they gave me a piece of glass that said 5 years.
5? Okay.
And then I think 10 years, they gave me a gift certificate for $5 at a store that everything cost $500. I'm like, so what am I supposed to do with a $5 gift certificate to a store where everything costs $500?
I don't think I haven't even worked at a news station that long.
Yeah, I was there for 20 years.
I hit 5 years at one of them, and they gave me an extra week of vacation. But then I heard that 10 years, they don't give you anything. They skip that. And then 15 years, you get another extra week. So that's a total of 5 weeks.
So Tina is saying that Laura Richard, class of 1988, I'm assuming that was in Louisiana, correct? Am I right, Tina?
Are you thinking?
Hold on.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get this right. So you're talking about in 1988 in Louisiana? Yes, no, maybe. Help me out here.
Gabriel, I did not know Barbara Walters. I had never met her, but I watched her growing up, and very, very, very sad. I know that she was, I think 93. Oh, she's 95.
Okay,
She's her 90s.
Tina, what
so
school was that at?
it's
Lower Richard, class of
there's a
'88.
little delay.
I know. I'm just getting it. I get everything I get is hecka delayed. You get it before I do.
No, we got it at the same time. She said no.
No, I know that. So I'm trying to figure out where was this school located, because and I'll answer the question. Are you from South Carolina? I am not from South Carolina. I'm Philadelphia, and I went to school at Camden High, and I graduated in the early '80s, 1981 to be exact. So wrong, Stanley Roberts, but that's okay. Welcome to our party. You're welcome here, like everybody else.
Yeah, stick
Stick around. It's fun. So yes, I did not.
It sounded like we said steak around.
No, you said steak because you hungry. You hungry.
Well, we had tuna melts for lunch.
And if you notice, we got on sweaters because to keep ourselves from paying our bill being up to $500, we wear sweaters and blankets. But the PG, every time we got our heater down to 80 degrees, 68.
68. I was like, we don't ever keep it at 80.
Yeah, 68 degrees. And basically, when it gets to 68, our bill went up to $400 for the wintertime. Beautiful. Who knows? Nothing like a $400 electric bill.
We never paid that much when we were in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Never. Like, I think the most ours hit was 200, and that was in the wintertime, right?
Yes.
And I think for summer with the AC running, it was like 165.
So Harold Carmichael said, hold on, let me post this up here if I can do it. There we go. He wrote that Kron didn't do right by you, Stanley. I do, however, miss your segments on Kron, your distinctive voice and spot on angles of people's misdeeds. So thank you. And, if you want to go to Mr. Badley TV on YouTube, and we're putting stuff there. But here's something else I'm working on right now. So save this. I have a MrBadley.com website. It's been there, but it's not in use. But what we're attempting to do is, and I'll explain to you in a minute why we're attempting to do this, is because there were some issues that I didn't discover until I literally left CBS in Phoenix and ventured off on my own. And so what I did notice is that I went to Facebook in an attempt to turn on monetization I've never monetized anything when I worked for a TV station. Just to be clear, never monetized anything because I worked for the station. It didn't seem right to try to monetize stuff that I was doing while I was working. And I definitely didn't monetize the segments because I didn't feel that was right or proper. I like to follow the rules. I try to anyway. So when I finally decided to launch Mr. Badley TV, at that time it was called Caught Misbehaving, and I changed it to Badley TV because I think it's better and gives me more ownership. I went to Facebook, and I decided, hey, I want to monetize stuff that I'm doing now, not old stuff, because I don't care about the old stuff. I'm going to do new stuff. I want to monetize it. They said no. And the reason why they said no is because they said you have a record of posting stuff that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
And trying to monetize it, which is okay. Number one, I never tried to do that. Never tried to monetize it. So it turns out that they shut down the YouTube channel. We already know that. Been beating a dead horse from that one to no results. But they also attempted to shut down the Facebook page, and they couldn't successfully shut it down. So what they did was they made it so that they demonetized. So I can't get for any videos. If I do a Mr. Badley TV show segment and I put it on Facebook, it cannot be monetized. And they won't let me appeal it because there's no way to appeal it. It says there's a button for appeal, but that's deactivated. And it says your record, it says here are the things that you've done. When you go there, there's nothing there. It's a blank page. So I can't monetize. Now, what I can do on Facebook, just to be clear, if you subscribe to the Facebook channel per month, then that's a way to do it. I can do that. This is where it gets interesting. I can do that. You can also post stars. Like right now, while we're tweeting, while we're doing this podcast right now, you can go on Facebook if you're watching, and you can actually either subscribe to the channel, or you could what's the other one? Something called stars. Each star is worth 1 penny. So if you put in 100 stars, that's $1. You put in 5 million stars, that's what, $500? I don't know, $5,000. I don't know how many stories you can do. I think it's limited to like.
I don't even think you could do 5 million.
It's a joke. It's a joke. So basically, and there's no way I can get that corrected because any other company in the world, would you have a service number or something that you can go in and say, "Hey, we're having a problem"?
Yeah, but the social media is.
Well, if you're too big to fail, then there's no way to reach anybody. And I think that shouldn't be allowed. I think there should be and I get it. No one wants 100 billion people trying to call somebody at the same time saying, "Hey, my account's not working."
I was waiting for Gabriel to give you the amount.
And thank you. So 5,000,
50,000
presumably. He didn't put the comma there, so I didn't know what he was trying to write. So presumably, yes. So basically, that's one way to do it. But what I'm doing is I'm not reactivating. I am starting to ramp up my Patreon page. And I'm going to start putting the videos there on Patreon. And now there's several options. You can do a $3 version, which just basically says, "Hey, I support your work. I know, I'm not going to come back and look, but I support you. So here's $3. And that's open for, if I decide to make it open for anybody, whatever I put in there, I can change what I want to do. Now, the segments I'll do, which we're supposed to do one tomorrow, but with the storm, it might be in question right now. We're not sure. With that one, you get to, there's a 3, a 10, a 20, and then there's 100. And you go, wait a minute. Why would somebody want to pay $100? Here's why. Thank you. Here's why I put $100. Because traffic schools have been taking my videos and using them to promote their business, their personal private business, to make money off the videos I have. As a matter of fact, when my YouTube channel was shut down, literally some traffic schools asked me, "Hey, how can I get your videos back?" That to me was like, wow, really? I didn't even know about it until people would call me, "Hey, I went to traffic school and they're using your videos for their entire curriculum."
They probably figured since it was on YouTube.
So their argument was, well, it's educational, so we can have it for free. I'm like, but you do realize that it takes money to make those videos. So,
but they didn't have a way to even attempt to pay you because it's actually.
But it wasn't. I wasn't trying to get people to pay me at that point. But I knew that they were using them, and I was kind of, But when they called me and said, "Oh, we need those videos back," that kind of was like a slap in the face because it's like, well, so now I'm doing this on my own now. I'm not getting any funding from any major corporation. I don't work for a TV station. Despite the fact that I get calls from people all the time going, "Hey, do you know they still run your stuff on Cron?" I'm like, can't control what I can't control. The important part is I'm trying to control what I control now. So if you put in Google Mr. Badley Productions, I pretty much made a name that way. Now, how do we parlay that into being able to do this on a monthly, yearly, 10-year deal? How do I get to hire more people to do honest journalism? What is honest journalism? Tell them.
You don't have to ask me what honest journalism is.
What is honest journalism?
Honest journalism is being able to tell a story in an unbiased manner.
Yeah.
The person who is telling the story does not have a say in the story. This is just facts. It's just what happened. My 2 cents not included. If I was telling the story.
Right. So there we go. I told you everything you want to know. Now we're going to go back to some of the messages. So Bill Van Ram asked, "How did Pacifica do with the rain and the mudslides and the rocks and all that stuff like that?" And we'll tell you this, that we get hammered with the wind.
Oh my gosh, it felt like the place was going to blow over last night.
But we rarely lose electricity, except in Pacifica, which we are in. The bottom, as you look down, you can see all the lights go out.
It was all blacked out last night.
Yeah.
So
their power goes out. We're on a different underground grid, so we don't run out as bad, but we do have power failures every now and then. Yes, and Walter Cronkite was a great example of how to do journalism. As a matter of fact, they have a Walter Cronkite journalism school at
ASU, Arizona State University.
Yes. Yeah. So there we go. All right. You know what that sound does?
I heard the beep. I smell the food.
That's the sound of lamb.
Oh my gosh.
Simmering.
Yeah, so good. And I know that some of you remember that our last podcast we did it from a restaurant and we were eating while talking to you guys. We won't be doing that tonight. We won't be eating our rack of lamb with our roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon bits, sweet potatoes / yams.
But I will tell you this though, the place that we did the podcast from, Hip Hop Barbecue, has challenged me to a duel. not a duel of knives, although a knife will be included. Not a duel of forks. Not a duel of anything other than they want to know who makes the better oxtails.
Oxtail.
I make my oxtails with black rice. She makes her oxtails with white rice. She probably uses some other ingredients that I don't use, but we're definitely going to have a duel. Ooh, that sound of it turning off.
Oh, all I do is I smell it. Oh, that's right. We the last podcast we had was technically like 5 minutes because we went on briefly to say like Merry Christmas, I think, to people.
Yeah, we did a quick one.
Yeah,
it was a quickie.
It
was a quickie.
We did it quickly.
Yeah, and we didn't smoke a cigarette after we got done. You didn't get that joke,
No, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Inappropriate, but I get it.
It could be for any reason. What did we miss? Tastes like chicken. Well, thank you, Lord Freeze. If I missed something and you missed it, I'm gladly accept the duel, but only in just.
Why are you reading all of those messages as if they're the same one?
No, I'm going scrolling up.
Oh, okay.
So Gabriel wants to play me in chess. He doesn't know that I used to play chess every single day religiously.
Well, you guys should have do they still have chess games virtually?
No, I want to play them face to face.
Remember when we used to play Texas Hold'em? Isn't that supposed to touch you?
Why are you touching me?
I'm talking to you. I was just gonna say you touched me when you were talking to me. You were like this. I was gonna say, remember when we used to play Texas Hold'em virtually?
Remember we used to play what's that game on Facebook?
Mob.
She got me into Mob Wars.
Oh my gosh, that game was so fun at the time.
So I don't play video games a lot. So Mob Wars I did play, even though it was something I wasn't something new, a little different. But then after my stroke, I got turned on to
PlayStation.
GTA.
GTA, yeah.
I played GTA on someone else's platform for the longest time. I haven't played since we moved.
Okay.
So I have a GTA, I have a PlayStation 4, and I play GTA, but I haven't played it since we moved here. And as a matter of fact, I haven't even plugged it in yet because I've just been so busy trying to build this business that I didn't have time to play games.
You and me both.
So that's why I haven't been on GTA. So now I want to, at some point, once I get things situated, I do want to set it up again. But going back to goals, I do want to build this brand and it's out there. So Mr. Belly Productions, also, there's a link on Facebook right now that expires at 9:00
Eastern?
Pacific time
Pacific?
or 11 o'clock Pacific.
Is it 11?
No, Eastern.
11 Eastern? That's 8 o'clock.
So there's 20% off Mr. Badley production gear that's embroidered. And the funny part about the embroidered gear is that we both wore it through the airport one year, a few months ago.
Oh, yeah, when we were moving back.
And we got so many compliments.
Hey, guess what? I was actually thinking about wearing my shirt tomorrow.
Yes, we got so many compliments from the embroidered gear. People were like, "Oh my God, where'd you get this from?" And then we wish we had a way to say how to give them a link right there on the spot or a QR code.
I love the one where it was another one where you had the scan code, but that was a different company.
And if this is a dream or real life, someone said, "I tried your." I'm just learning from you. Someone said
that to me first.
Someone said, "Oh, I did your scan code and it worked." Yes, it worked. If you scan it the back of the shirt, it goes to Mr. Badley Productions.
Really?
Yeah, MrBadley.com.
Really?
Like them guns. Don't pull the trigger though. Shots fired.
All right.
How Lord Freezer loves how I used to use a nuke stuff to blow people.
Is that what you did in GTA?
Yeah, I would literally launch a nuke. I don't know what it is, but I've always been fascinated with nuclear weapons. From way back in the day, I've always been fascinated with blowing up, like taking a nuclear bomb and just. I mean, I don't want to blow up a neighborhood. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to nuke anybody. But the sheer power of nukes fascinated me, and I studied nuclear fusion and all that stuff that goes with it, and how to build the bombs and the devastation it causes, and the megatons and the.
Oh my gosh, am I learning so much about you?
And so when they finally built it, they finally gave me a submarine on GTA. I'll just launch a nuke, fly it around the city and blow up stuff. So I tell you how I got banned once on.
Banned from GTA?
For I got put on a timeout because I launched a nuke and I flew it into a car club that was having a car meet and blew up like 26 cars.
That's
so it tells you that the funniest thing about GTA They allow you to steal cars, blow up cars, shoot cars. But if you blow up a car that belongs to a player, that's being a bad sport.
So you were blowing. So in the game, you can only blow up cars that belong to computers.
No, you can only blow up the cars that were blown to. If you blow, I made a car, you blew it up, or let's say you made a car and I came up and I boom blew your car up, you would get a notification from GTA going you're a bad sport, which you can do a bad sport a couple of times.
But you can kill players though.
Kill players all day long.
But you can't kill their items.
But you can't blow their items up. You can't blow their cars up.
Destroy.
So I didn't care, and I was blowing up the cars. So I blew up this whole party, and I guess it was like 26 cars that they were doing. They were like having an airport party. Boom, nuclear bomb. Cars, boom. And I also got bad sport. And I got put into the bad sport room.
For how long?
I was put in there for like 10 days.
So you couldn't play for 10 days?
No, I can play, but you're in the bad sport room, which means every bad player in the world shows up in there. And so you're running around these guys who just kill people, and they just killing the hell out of you. And you can't get out, and they give you a dunce cap. And you have a dunce cap that says dunce on it because you're a bad sport.
I have never played this game.
Oh yeah, I had a dunce cap.
Honestly, like it does. I always just see you like play and like get like active, but like you're like talking.
Well, Gabriel says next time we're face to face, we got a chess match.
There you go.
All right.
He also says please stream GTA again when you get a chance.
Well, I have to get down here and plug everything. See, the problem is I plugged everything up
and forgot to plug his PlayStation.
No, I did something wrong because the sound bar works when it feels like it.
Wow, this is the first time, you guys, that he's admitting something wrong.
No, I did something wrong. I don't know what though.
First time he's admitting.
So just so you know, I have a really good high-end Yamaha stereo down there that does everything. Bluetooth, no 9 yards. I haven't figured out this. I hate my life how to make it work. So I plug in everything. Plug. And then it's like, nope, doesn't work. So I have to unplug, plug. And then it doesn't work. I have to plug it in again. And then you're like, before you know it, you're like, oh man. And then nothing works. You like shooting guns, huh? Boom. All right.
I'm just trying to get you to stop.
So I broke it.
Moving. Yes, you broke it.
I broke it. But just to be fair, my TV is
so much for being a millennial.
My TV is 15 years old.
Lord Freezer says so much for being millennial.
I have some boomer levels to me. Really?
Huh?
Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Mrs. Oh my God! Touchdown! Wait, they made a touchdown?
No, that's not how it went.
We literally said touchdown like 3 times. What was the thing that you did today?
You did nothing.
No,
49ers won. Yes.
No, what was the thing you did today?
I should have been wearing my shirt.
No, because they would have lost.
Then you have your joke.
No, it was 33-2. And I was like, yeah, go put your 49 shirt because watch them come back in the fourth quarter.
The score wasn't even 33-2. It started off and then it was 7-6.
No, before the ending. The third quarter was like 33-20.
So, Radar, we are talking about the 49ers and they won today, but before that,
Lord Fritz went off track.
We went off track. It's such a boomer thing, right? So, because we went off track because you brought up the 49ers because you said, ooh, what's that thing you did today? And you were trying to show that I was a boomer. And then I said, oh, yeah, the 49ers won.
Yeah. 49ers.
How about those Las Vegas Raiders, Lord Frieza?
Yeah, they more like lost Vegas Raiders.
Really? Stanley, are you a fan or an Eagles fan? Harold, he is neither. He is, did you want to tell him? He is a Steelers fan. The Steelers fan.
But what am I not though?
And the Eagles are what?
What am I not? What am I not though?
What was that?
That was a word I just drank. What am I not though?
You are not an Eagles fan.
What else am I not?
You are not a bandwagoner.
Right. Say it again.
But he also
say it louder for the people in the back.
He is not a bandwagoner.
No, louder for the people in the back.
He is not a bandwagoner.
What does that mean?
He doesn't jump on the bandwagon.
So,
meaning to say, if the Eagles are winning right now, for example, he would not be like, "Oh yeah, go Eagles," because he's not an Eagles fan.
Never been, never will. And I grew up in Philadelphia. People are like, "Oh, how do you not?"
Yeah,
I had my reasons.
Yeah. So, Lord Frieza, you hate the Raiders.
Black and yellow, black and
49ers?
yellow,
Oh,
black and
wow.
Raider, black and Raider. Yeah, black and yellow, black and yellow.
And he says your boomer is coming out.
Who? Me?
Lord Frieza, yeah.
Hey, whatever. I'm just glad you survived your stroke, Mr. And get rest and take care of yourself.
Yes,
That's the important part.
Please rest
And go on the national. There's a American Cancer Society website. Tips.
I think it's the American Heart Association.
No, they have an American Cancer.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I know both. Trust me. All right. Anyway, so radar is like, what are we talking about? We talking about everything.
I had already.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the weather because we got here, and I think for the last 10 days.
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I want to say that when we moved back here, we experienced a heat wave. We have no AC here. Then we started experiencing a lot of like nice sunshine, not really that much fog. Pacifica is known for its fog. I literally saw a license plate cover today that said "Got fog, Pacifica" underneath. So Pacifica is known for fog. So we haven't really experienced much fog. We did like a few days, maybe handful, right? Then all of a sudden we have these atmospheric rivers, and then I was thinking to myself, did Stanley bring the monsoon? I know it's not the same, but did Stanley bring some sort of like remnants from a monsoon from Phoenix to
Blame on the black guy.
Pacifica? Because like this is my first time ever seeing. Oh no, actually never mind. When I was younger, I did. This is my first time in a long time to ever see lightning here in the Bay Area. I have not seen rain this bad here in the Bay Area. These winds here like are shaking our entire house. Like I was like, is our house gonna fall apart?
So let me add some context to this. So we live on a bluff. So we have no shelter from the wind. So when the wind blows, the houses were made to for earthquake standards. They're made to flex in case of an earthquake. So we have one. We don't feel it as bad because the house is made to move with the ground. That's why when we had the quake, you didn't feel it.
I felt that 2.6 one in Colma though.
But it wasn't like super strong. It was just like ooh, earthquake.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is, and I asked people in the neighborhood about it. They said the way the houses were built, they were built to withstand earthquake. So when the wind blows, the house moves with the wind. It literally moves with the wind. So you'll be laying in the bed and you'll feel the wall flex, the wall like literally move and move back while the wind is blowing. And it's supposed to be 80 miles per hour tonight. So not sustained winds, 80 miles per hour flux, as it goes up and down.
Is that a picture of you that William has in his response?
Where?
Right here.
I don't see responses.
Oh, well, on YouTube.
That is a picture. Oh, yeah.
That
means yes. Thank you for that, William. That means it's been for a while.
Oh, you're so cute.
That's so cute.
Okay, not when you say that, though.
Okay. So thinking that wind will blow your house over is like thinking that turbulence will bring your plane down. In most cases. No, we don't really think the house is going to lower.
No.
However,
it just feels.
You literally feel the whole floor shake.
Right, like you feel it, and you know how like on a regular basis, like every day you're not feeling anything, but like when you feel the house move, you're like, oh, the house is moving,
Yes.
So.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Doobie973. Appreciate it. Ever had an earthquake during a flood? We have, okay. So my first earthquake was Loma Prieta.
Loma Prieta. That was
Northridge quake. I was in Landers. I think Landers. I'm not sure. I know I was in the one in Big Bear. I've never, and I've thought that too. I literally thought that is that what happens if Diane goes, "You said the E word."
I know. He said that. He tried
and
to
I
say
said, "What if you have all this
we
rain
just have a storm and not
and then have an earthquake?
And not have anything else?"
I'm just saying.
This is not even.
We haven't had it yet, and knock on this kind of rock here, right? Double time with one arm up in the air. But what we're trying to say is that, hello, Philip. Thank you, Philip, for whatever the pineapple you're drinking and 100%. That's my Uncle Philip from New Jersey. And thank you, belated New Year. This is not belated New Year's. It's not like it's 2024. It's still 2023. Belated, we missed the whole year altogether.
Oh, gosh.
So,
Getting technical with it.
So our problem is not Where we are, our problem is more of a landslide issue because we're up on a ridge. We have a mound of dirt in front of us, and below that is the ocean. So, if God forbid we ever have that kind of issue.
Radar says he's hearing background noise when we're talking.
Oh, that might be just me. So,
What
kind of background noise are you hearing?
What kind of background noise are you hearing, Radar?
Anyway.
New Year 2022.
Yeah, there we go.
That would be funny. I was actually saying Happy New Year to people when I was in church today. I thought to myself, is it too late to say Happy New Year? And
You can say it till February.
It's really not that late because it was just last week.
You can say it till February. It's like you can't wear white after Labor Day.
So our audio is very spotty. So do I sound?
It could be our internet. We've been it's been some upgrades being done by Infinity, and their upgrades have caused everything to go steady.
I was on a Zoom meeting yesterday in the morning, and my Zoom call dropped out twice because our internet was iffy. So apologies, out of our control at this point.
We don't control it. We can only observe it.
Yep, we selected the correct microphone.
Yes, we are talking. And you might hear background noise. It's my pacemaker going off.
No.
All right, I don't have a pacemaker. It was a joke.
Oh gosh, what a horrible joke.
Sounds like a laptop mic. Well, this is our mic right here. This is our mic.
Sounds better when Stanley is closer to the microphone. So should we just move on?
Let me make sure it's plugged in all the way. All right. Let me double check that. Hold on. Yep, using the right mic.
Yep, we're using the right mic.
Let me see.
It's popping up kind of low though.
It is. Let me try something real quick.
Oh, Lord Francis said OMG too loud.
Oh, well, that's it.
Oops, sorry, guys. No.
You may do. I'm sorry.
Sorry, we had to test it live. Apologies. Okay, well,
too loud. We better now.
Oh, when you talked into the mic, it was too loud.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, guys. So, back to the storms. So, out here, and the funny part is when the first one came, the Category 5, which was made up there.
Well, it was basically ABC's categories for storms, and we had one that was a 5 on Wednesday, so that's the highest one.
But the one yesterday felt like a 5.
The one last night felt like a 5, and I think it was only rated
3, I think.
No, the one tomorrow is a 3.
Tonight.
Yeah, the one that starts tonight.
So tonight at 8, we're supposed to start with the winds again.
Oh gosh. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm hoping we get better sleep tonight. But
I had a weird dream.
Let's not talk about those people.
All right. So Philip says the audio sounds kind of funny.
Does it sound as funny as?
That's real funny in your case. I'll be here all week.
Well, if I look funny, you look funny.
Okay. It sounds choppy. Well, we don't know how to make it unchoppy. Let's unplug it and plug it back in.
Has it been sounding this way?
So I unplugged it and I plugged it back in. So it makes a difference.
And have we been sounding?
You're hearing feedback because I unplugged it for a second. That's why you're hearing feedback.
Have we been sounding this way the entire podcast?
Wait, Diane, did you say that?
No, you don't. You can't read. It says, "What did you say?"
Oh, well, what? Wait, no, it says, "Wait, Diane."
What did you say that prompted Stanley's retort? Please repeat.
What did you say? It sounds better. Okay, we unplugged it and plugged it back in again. It always works. Like TV said, you bang on it.
Okay. Well, I asked if it has been sounding this way the entire podcast because I wanted to know.
Hello, Kuwait.
Because I was trying to figure out if it was something we did that triggered it to sound badly afterwards.
It could be my static.
Oh, that's right. Did you already tell people about what happened? Majority of this place that we live in is carpet. Like, we've never lived in a place that had so much carpet before. And there's even carpet in our guest bathroom. So Every single spot of this place, except for the kitchen and the front door area, has carpet. And he, in every place, including the mall that doesn't have carpet,
Doesn't have carpet.
I
developed static.
Yeah, he developed static. So like if he touches me at some point, sometimes it's shocking. And so when he walks around the corner, it's shocking. When he touches certain items, you can hear the electricity. So I wonder if you did that to the mic.
Well, I erased a memory card. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I thought that the device I was using had malfunctioned.
So they need you to lean in like this to sound better. Do I need to lean in too?
Let me see something. Hold on. Which way is the mic facing? Let's try it like this. All right. Does that make a difference? I'm just trying something new. If I'm turning the mic around, does that make a difference? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, we need to get those devices where you have one that's like this and like that.
Yeah.
But that's a bigger budget. I literally fried a memory card.
Yeah.
And it was erased. Oh, now it's worse. Okay.
Someone said it's worse?
Yeah. So go back to this again. Sorry for moving it around. I will try to get closer. You want to come a little closer? Come a little bit closer. Yeah. All right. It's okay. It's a house. We're not in a studio.
Oh, it was better before. All right. Well, we're going to do the best we can.
Well, we're trying to deal with the 90 people telling us. Well,
yeah. So we're just going to do the best we can. Hopefully you can hear us. If it gets to be too bad, we'll sign off.
All right, people are saying better. That's good enough.
Okay,
I'll take
cool.
That.
So I guess I got to be a little closer to you then.
Don't touch me. Okay. There's stuff behind the couch that should be put away.
No.
That's our Christmas tree box.
This is our Christmas tree box, and this our gift wrapping paper. It's actually going to stay where it is as of right now. No one's moving it.
Yeah, we will move it once we take that tree down, which is tomorrow. Because I would have took it down January 1st, but you went up till
Epiphany today.
Till we reached an epiphany.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. So you still want to talk about the weather?
All right. Anyway, back to the weather. So we got rain for the next 10 days. And it's like almost no let up. It's like I'm and there's a flood warning for certain areas.
Yeah.
I'm worried because people out here do not know how to drive.
I think people everywhere.
They go around barricades and drive in the water, and they have to be rescued by helicopters.
And wasting precious resources.
Yes. And so but the best part is people are like, my sister called me from Georgia. I'm so glad for you guys. Because your drought is over. And I said, honey, we need more drought. We need drought for a year.
We need drought?
We need water for years.
Oh, Radar. Yes, I am ready for baseball season to start.
Phillies.
Giants.
76ers. Basketball is going on right now.
Warriors. Not doing so well, but that's okay.
It's okay.
How are your 76ers doing?
They're doing good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're like number 3.
Let me see what the record is.
Really? You really have to look it up right now?
No, I just want to see.
Yeah, Lord Freezer, you should come here and put our stuff away for us.
Oh, they're number 5.
No, that's close. So, Red Sox, Blue Sox, Green Sox.
We all Sox.
Oh, you Sox, not me.
Gabriel, what do you mean if this happened in Ohio? Are you talking about the storm?
Well, the issue is that California isn't built. It's a lot of bluffs and trees and hills and whatnot. So what happens is like we have the Russian River that is going to overflow, and they build houses. And we as humans, we tend to build like these skyscrapers on earthquake fault. We build houses,
a school on earthquake fault
right next to window. That's why that joke, that meme, we will rebuild, because every time things get torn up by a storm, we will rebuild, and we rebuild in the same spot. And then 10 years later, we get the same results, and you wonder, it's like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
That's just called insanity, isn't it?
It is called insanity. So when it rains here, it tends to, and what we have here is called an upslope. I'm not a meteorologist, but an upslope is what happens is the water.
He wants to be.
The water, the rain comes in, hits the mountaintop, goes up, it gets pushed back up to the clouds, and then comes back down again. So it becomes a virtual conga line of water over and over again.
Conga line? I like that.
Of water. And after a while, the mud gets saturated. It doesn't rain for like 24 hours. It rains for like 24 days.
When's the last time you danced in the conga line?
1972.
In a school gym?
No, I went to a what do you call it when you do the thing?
You were 9.
Country Western dancing. Yes, 9 years old. Country Western dancing. They had a conga line.
When's the last time you did the limbo?
I don't go that low. How low can you go? Diff row. What a brother know. All right. Yep. Russian River is going to be Russian. There is a flood alert for the Guadalupe River. Flood stage is tomorrow, 9 feet.
Oof. My goodness.
Danville had flooding. The streets were rivers.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And part of it is that, and I will say this. We don't have enough, the infrastructure doesn't have enough place for water storage.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Ohio, that has a place that will probably store the water and you get the aquifers and whatnot filled up. Our reservoirs can only hold a certain amount of water. And when it reaches a certain level, they have to release the water. So where does the water go? It goes to the ocean. It's drinkable water. And it can rain 900 days in the Bay Area, and it wouldn't help our water supply. So why?
Why?
Does anybody know why? Because, and I'm going to say something that's like nothing to say.
Well, because you have to wait like
No, I know you have to wait. The reason to release the Kraken, the reason why it doesn't work for us is because our water supply comes from a place up in the Sierras. William, that's a joke with the 900 days. So, but I mean, it would have to snow in the Sierra. Most of our drinking water comes from the Sierras in the snowpack. So every year, when the wintertime, they go out and they check the snowpack for the amount of snow.
Right.
And and then if it's not enough snow, when it melts, it fills up a lot of our aquifers, underground water supply, reservoirs, Hetch Hetchy Dam, which is where a lot of the water is stored. Then we also outside of our door, right down below is Crystal Springs.
Crystal Springs, yeah.
Which is another reservoir that is used to get drinking water from. Protected, big area, tons of water. It's always full because they drain it from the Hetch Hetchy. And Hetch Hetchy is the water that we drink in our drinking water. And in some cases, it used to be so clean that it was better than bottled water they would compare it to. But you said it's different.
Go to ewg.org/tapwater to check the quality of your water.
And so, yeah, right. There's nowhere to store that much water. They just don't. And if every time you say you want to build a new dam, someone will say, well, you can't build a new dam because the Abyssinian cricket lives there. And if you build this dam, it will kill the Abyssinian cricket.
What the heck is the Abyssinian cricket?
Which is some animal I just made up before someone told me.
I know. I was going to say, before William tells you that's not true.
But just like the golf course near the house, there's a sign about a frog.
Mm-hmm.
It says, do not,
yeah.
Because there's a rare species of frog here. So you can do what you want to build whatever you want, but someone will complain that you're going to damage something. And that may be true.
It's highly possible.
We are a destructive species. We destroy everything we touch. Even if we think we're doing something better, somehow or another we're destroying something. You agree or disagree? 2/3 of our water comes from the Sierra snowpack, and the snowpack is 149% to 219%. Yes, you're absolutely right, William. And they always say that's going to be good for us in the summertime when the snowpack starts to melt. Again, it gets us back to the fact that we have no place to store the water. I wish. Remember when we drove and we stopped and we walked over Lake Mead and the dam, the Hoover Dam?
In Arizona, yeah.
Remember how low it was?
Yeah, it was really low.
If we had a storage place like that, that water comes from Colorado.
Yeah, the Colorado River, which is really low too.
Right. Well, the whole river is low. If that were to fill up, that would help LA, but not us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we don't get our water from there.
Right. So we have all these little dams and reservoirs to hold water, but it's, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get heat from it, and I'm gonna say this anyway.
Woo, okay, let me hold my seat. All right.
Is that they keep saying that we're running out of water. but yet they keep building not apartments.
Yeah.
They keep building hotels.
And more housing, though.
Well,
yeah.
I know, but housing we kind of need. When we start building more hotels, each hotel, let's say that's 500 rooms. That's 500 toilets. That's 500 bathtubs. That's 500 spigots. Not including the restaurant that they may have in there. All that
multiple
water,
restaurants.
multiple restaurants. That's water. That's more water. And then you have, and I think I wrote an article a long time ago. That one thing that we've been doing is we have been decimating our crops by building and encroaching upon everything farmland. So at some point, you build enough farmland, you don't have enough you build enough stuff on farmland, you don't have enough place to grow everything we need.
Yeah. Well, then you have to like get your food elsewhere.
Yeah. So I recommend buying zero faucet.
Oh yeah, zero water faucet mount filter water. I have heard of that zero water brand. I was looking at their one where you could actually put in the refrigerator and it's just like I think it keeps up to like 40 cups. But we have a really weird faucet here because we are renting, and what I would ultimately love to do is just have the entire place like fixed, but we can't because it's not ours.
But we found a house we want for 1.3 million. If anybody wants to give us 1.3 million, we can move in tomorrow, and then we can change all the faucets and save water.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so zero water, I heard was a good brand. Our water faucet is just so weird we can't add it on, but I like the what is it called? Now I can't even think about what it's called. It's a water filter, but it's not one of those. God, what am I trying to say? It's not one of those like Brita. It's one of the ones like a countertop. There you go.
Stop making fun of my water. Stop making fun of my water. I'm from Philadelphia, New Jersey. That's how we say it. So it reminds me of, I'm going to say this too, and it's a real life. When people go to a restaurant and go, yeah, can I have some Pellegrino and a cup of ice? Now, what's wrong with that statement? Because I don't drink city water because it's disgusting. But what's wrong with that story? Anybody want to tell me what's wrong with that? So you go into a restaurant, you order some Pellegrino.
How was you going to ask me and then cut me off?
I'm trying to display this to our massive audience of 500 people. Watch Gabriel go, there's only 22.
Good riddance.
So tell me, what's the difference when you go into a restaurant? Can I have some spring water? No, can I have some Pellegrino and because I don't drink city water, it's disgusting. Oh yeah, can you give me a cup of ice? Anybody know what's wrong with that?
Okay, while they're figuring out what's wrong with that, what's wrong with your voice?
There's nothing wrong with my voice.
What is that like sound that you're creating?
So while we're thinking about that, ice is water. No, think about it. You're getting closer though. You're missing two words.
Is it Pellegrino carbonated?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but we're not talking about what
carbonation. We're talking about we don't drink city water because they don't like city water.
Gabriel's about to call Chef May to ask her.
Call Chef May. So you order Pellegrino, and then you say, "Well, give me a cup of ice." What is wrong with that story?
Well, Bernadette's statement is actually pretty accurate. Close. You're just missing one word there.
Yes.
Yeah. Ice is blank water.
Yes. Where do you get ice from? Have you ever seen spring ice?
Spring ice.
Have you ever seen carbonated ice?
Or sparkling. I'm getting some mineral ice.
I love ice is made with water. No, ice is water.
Ice is made with water. No, it's because the ice
city
is
water.
City water.
It's the same water that you don't want to drink.
Yeah.
But yet you order ice, which is you're basically drinking city water mixed in with your Pellegrino.
I can tell you are so passionate about this topic.
Yeah.
So passionate.
And they'll go, well, it's filtered. It's still city water.
City water equals ice.
Yeah. City water equals ice. So you don't drink city water because it's gross, but you want a cup of ice. You're basically drinking city water.
I mean, I'll have to admit, I was probably guilty of that for like, I don't know, maybe a few times. It didn't even really register to me because I was like, oh, I really want my sparkling water cold. And they don't keep the bottles cold. They bring it out room temperature. And I'm like, I don't want to drink room temperature sparkling water. So I'm like, I need ice. But it didn't really, Yeah, it didn't really catch on. I get it now. So that's why I carry my own mineral water spring ice with me in my freezer
Well,
pack
thank you, William.
inside of my purse.
So Gabriel asked William, how did he get a Mr. Badly Bad? And then William answered, if I have a Mr. Badly TV membership. William has been a staunch supporter for a while, and we thank you for that. And we thank you. Your badge shows it. And as you know, if you want a badge, then just be become a member. Help the cause. Don't help us. We don't want to pause. We want to help. We want you to help the cause. We can figure out like Oz.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and we had gumbo for New Year's.
We did have gumbo for New Year's.
But we didn't watch Columbo.
We did not, and we didn't hit our head-o.
We didn't bump our head-o.
We didn't bump our head-o. What? Only select few people, I think, will know what that is.
So it's no joke from a long time ago. If you ask Gabriel, he has a video of it somewhere. We don't have to tell you. Just look for Gabriel.
He already knows the date.
Go to Gabriel's. Gabriel, what's your YouTube channel?
Wait, does he have it on his YouTube channel?
Yes, he does. He has all our fails on his YouTube channel. Bump head. What's the difference? Bumpo hit. Oh well, it was the way it flowed. If you look up bottled water is bad for you, then filter water from your sink.
I would have to agree with that. Most bottled water. I mean, bottled water. It's in the plastic. So I mean, really, what you're doing is when you filter your water, depending on what kind of filter you have, a lot of it is you're filtering out the good and the bad. So, our water has like calcium. It has minerals we actually need. When we filter it, though, sometimes we filter all of that. So
I like our water.
It's important if you filter your water,
Importante.
It's important to also add trace minerals or electrolytes back in there because
Gatorade is electrolytes.
Gatorade has a lot of added stuff that you don't need. I am not a fan of Gatorade.
All right. So we got a couple minutes left to wrap this bad puppy up. I'm trying to keep it under an hour this time. We were doing someone told me, okay, so before we go, we were told that we were too long. We were bantering.
I really thought that you weren't going to even mention that.
Oh yeah, they didn't like the fact that a podcast is in fact banter. So they were logging in because they didn't like it because we had banter. So we have to stop talking.
Oh my God, you're so weird. You are so weird.
It's Pacific water from SF. No, we actually drink water it's fresh water from the Sierra Mountains. Like that commercial for
But
Crystal Geyser. Is that the one, or is it the one that you use where they talk about how they go to the mountain?
I think it's Crystal Geyser.
They have their own special mountains.
I think
geysers.
I think it's Crystal Geyser.
Something like that.
But I will say though, if you want to check the quality of your tap water where you live, just go to ewg.org/tapwater, and it will list out all of the contaminants in your water. It'll also list out your the source of your water, what it is, and then you can also look up filters to filter out those contaminants.
And also keep this in mind. Every morning, have a glass of solvent. Why are you looking at that for?
What are you saying?
To have a glass of solvent.
What are you saying?
Water is a solvent.
Okay, but what kind of solvent?
It is a lower scale than it doesn't have any. It's not acidic.
Okay. So what should you have in your water?
I put lemon in mine, but you like salt in yours.
I like unrefined sea salt, not table salt. There's a reason why I put unrefined sea salt.
Can I see your mug for a minute?
No, not at all. No, there's a reason why I do that.
I only drink unrefined sea salt.
I only drink a specific kind too, because it has more than 16.
I only drink a specific.
Not Pacific, specific.
And I only have it with.
I'm deceased.
No, I don't drink vinegar. It's actually
apple cider vinegar actually does help your digestive system.
But that's a lower scale of the acid.
Yeah, but you're only supposed to add but you would only add like a small amount to your warm water.
It's a lower scale of acid or it's more like, it's not even acid. It's more like a,
lemons are acidic too.
they're acid.
Yeah.
They acidic. Yeah. But there's different levels of, like if you get the litmus,
There's
pH levels.
Yeah.
So water is the lowest level of pH, and sulfuric acid is one of the highest levels.
You
And
sure
then
about
there's
that?
stuff in between.
You sure about that?
Well, no, not about the highest level, because it could be other acids are higher than sulfuric.
Different kinds of water have.
But I use litmus paper to test. So the redder it is, the more acidic it is. The yellower it is, the less acidic it is. And then if it's clear.
What water have you been testing? I'm curious.
No, I don't test water with litmus. I test stuff that might be considered either acidic or.
When
I used to do.
I thought you were talking about recently.
No, when I worked for a high tech company.
I thought you were talking about recently.
I did their chemical stuff.
Oh, this was like 30 years ago, Beeb.
Hey Stan, did you ban Betty by mistake? Her message doesn't show up. I didn't ban anybody. So if Betty's banned, I didn't do it. I swear. You must have gotten in trouble.
What, the apple cider vinegar didn't show up? Oh, that's true.
Didn't show up what?
It didn't show up in the actual.
So Radar asked a question. Stanley, does California have speed cameras on the highway? No. Thank you, Britt, for the first thing. I enjoyed both of you.
Oh,
I'm glad
thanks,
you enjoyed it. So we want you to just spread the word like Johannesburg and let everybody know that we're here every Sunday at what time?
6:45.
Or something like that. If you ask Gabriel, he'll show you the days we showed up at 7. I mean, we're not getting paid to do this. We do it because we love you guys. But if you guys tip us or tip a jar or add a little something here or add a little something there, we're not going to say no. We're going to say thank you. Because I just got the bill for this.
Or Restream, which is the program we're using
which
right
was $313 that we use. We use this program so we can stream with you guys. That is what we have to pay for that program every year. And all the other things are coming up now that we pay for. So we want you to understand that we're coming to your home. We appreciate you allowing us into your home. But keep in mind that all this stuff costs money, and we would love to go up and become like a Main Street podcast where we have a studio, come in and we talk to you guys and we bring in guests. That would be great. But
that would be great.
This came about from COVID. We started doing
this January of 2020.
Was that because of COVID?
Well, COVID became a pandemic in, I think, March, like officially a pandemic in March. So it was around that time. Yeah. Well, we didn't even have our first case in Arizona when we started doing this.
We do it for the love. For the love of money. Okay,
do we do it for the love of money? No. Wrong song.
What song is that one,
though? For the love of money is Bone Thugs. Yeah. Bone
Thugs in Harmony. But on that note.
Wrong song choice. Wait, on that note, hold on.
Pinky's
out. Man, I already drank all my water.
You gotta have your mineral water.
Oh, I drank all mine already. That's nice and salt.
So, yes, Diane has a Mac, and I have.
I didn't block mine this time. I forgot.
Yeah. So I don't really show what I have because they're not sponsoring anything we do.
Yeah, I completely forgot to block mine. I usually block the logo.
Yeah, we're trying to find sponsors. Reach out to a few people, see if we can get something. We can do these on regular, so that we can pay for some of the tools that we use to do this with. So, and if you're banned, let me know. We'll get you unbanned.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, Betty Veronica's testing her chat messages.
Oh, so it might be just the situation with
everything. Oh, yeah, it's not popping up on the side.
It's there. I didn't see her name.
I'm seeing it here on this top chat, but I'm not seeing it here.
I don't see it at all.
Yeah, that's weird.
Everything's funky no more. So we gotta go have some lamb.
Yes, we're gonna go have dinner.
Sweet potato, yam, or whatever.
Yeah. And Brussels sprouts with bacon bits. Don't forget to like this. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Betty Veronica, I'm not sure what's happening, but hopefully the next time, if it's still happening, we can figure it out early on. Because we were seeing your stuff in the chat earlier, though. So I'm not really sure what happened.
You chat it up.
Really? You got to chat it up?
What?
Anyways. All right. So have a great week. We'll see you next week. Please check me out on nourishmyheart_.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll see you next Sunday.
Reference this by saying we plan to see you next week, but if it keeps raining, we have to buy a yacht. Not a yacht, but like a Noah's Ark. And then we'll take 2 of each. So we'll only take 2 of you guys.
So what do I take? You and
It's either you, me, or your mom.
oh, I have to
You only
choose.
get one.
Okay, well this conversation is gonna go offline. So I'll talk to you guys later. Or who knows, maybe you guys will just excommunicate me.
So yeah, so I would if I had to take one of my daughters, I have to think which one has the most potential.
William said Instagram your lamb and roasted broccoli. Okay, I'll take pics. I'll put it on my nourish my heart underscore. Nourish my heart underscore. Scormed. I can't even talk. Please
Lord
follow me there.
Frieza, you got 2 kitties, but you only get to bring one, so you got to figure out which one has the most value to it. Because at that point, we got to have room. You know, we got to have the PlayStation. Can't be one of those. I've got a PlayStation.
You have no electronics on Noah's Ark.
No, we're gonna have the one with the generator, and then we're gonna have solar panels, and we're gonna have this hooked up. We're gonna have a disco room. Everybody put a pole in there. It's gonna be like.
Why do you need a pole?
What if we're gonna watch guys dance?
You're my only guy.
So what if I
can
dance
only
on the
take.
pole?
You don't want to dance alone.
How you know? I might be like feeling it or something. Get some really marked up in that biatch.
Are you sure you haven't had any already?
Hey, guys.
All right, guys. I think he's hungry is what is happening.
No, as your mom said, I'm hangry.
You're hungry. All right. We'll see you guys hopefully next Sunday.
If we don't wash away or slide down the mountain.
Yes, just keep us in your prayers.
And he's looking at some pictures I posted of people driving into giant bodies of water.
Water.
It's wood with odor. Water.
Okay. Anyways, I'm a boomer.
Master Wells said Noah took 7 of every kind. That's not what I read about.
I'm a boomer.
Millennial, and we miss you guys. We love you and welcome back. And welcome back.
And hoping for a happy start to 2023.
Yes, if you can.
Dollar bills. All right, bye guys.
All right, we love you. Oops, how did it?
Thank you for listening to Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts. Millennial Boom and Reasons Why Aliens Will Never Invade Earth and Caught Misbehaving videos are made possible through viewer donations. Check out www.linktree.com/MrBadleyTV to see how you can help. See you next week.